Hello, this is H.C. Bailey, and welcome to a special bonus episode of Let's Play Mega Man Battle Network. Today, I'll show you how to solve these random code or random number doors within 6 tries guaranteed. Now, I did not create the method that I'm about to show you. Honestly, I don't know who did it, but I saw it in some real-time speedruns of the game, which I credited in the video description there, though I couldn't really find a tutorial about how this works. So I spent like over an hour trying to reverse engineer the method, so that way, well, I could show it off to you guys. Not that it was time well spent, because there's only like a handful of these doors, so it won't take an hour of your gameplay, but, well, I'm obsessive, so I had to figure out how it works. Now, for the sake of clarity, I'm going to use the in-game terminology in referring to the 2 digits here. The tens digit here is called the first digit in-game, and the ones digit is called the second digit in-game. Now, upon inputting a passcode, the door will give you one of 4 responses, depending on if it's too high or too low. But it's not entirely clear what that means, so I will clarify for you. So let's start with 00. Okay, passcode too low. Now, it not only means that it's too low, there's more to it than that. What that means is the first digit is too low. It doesn't really say much about the second digit, but what it does tell you is that it's incorrect, because if it were correct, it would say first digit verification error, and then you could just go with that one. So you would have this one correct, but it doesn't tell you about that one. And the other possibilities are that your number is going to be too high. Oh, well, there's an example there, yeah. First digit verification, so that means the second digit, we know that's 9, so we just got to figure out the first digit there. Or it could happen with the second digit too, either way. So now, let's go back to the start here, and figure out how to go from here, and figure this out within 6 guesses. Now, the first number you want to start with is 43. And that may seem oddly specific, but there's actually a good reason for it. So the first thing we want to do is solve the first digit, which we start with 4. And I'll go over the possibilities of it being too high or too low. So let's say it was too low, okay? That's your first guess, is 4. Your second guess should be 6. If that's too high, you know it's going to be 5. If it's too low, you input 8 then, so that's your third guess. If that's too high, you know it's 7. If it's too low, you know it's going to be 9. So that next guess would be your fourth guess. The other possibility would be that it was too high to begin with. So same thing, but in reverse. Decrease by 2, that's your second guess. And if it's too low, you know it's 3. If it's too high, you can try 1. If it's still too high, you input your fourth guess at 0, because you know what that is there. Now, for the second digit there, you want to start with 3, but since we're trying to find the first digit first, we don't really know whether the 3 is going to be too high or too low. So your first 4 guesses, assuming they're all incorrect, your first 4 guesses should be 3, 4, 5, and 6. The reason for that is what I want to do is isolate the numbers 0 through 2 and 7 through 9, depending on whether my guesses are too high or too low. So let's assume 3 through 6 are incorrect. If it's too low, then you gotta figure it out within 2 guesses, or it's gonna re-randomize the first digit there. So you guess 8. That's your first guess. First guess, I suppose. I was gonna say 5th, but whatever. So if it's not 8, then if it's too high, it's going to be 7. If it's too low, then it's going to be 9. Same thing the other way around. You start with 3, and then if it was too high, like you were at 6, let's say. Too high, well, you've already guessed 3 through 6. So you go down to 1. If that's too low, it's 2. If it's too high, it's 0. So you can get the first, or the second digit within 2 more guesses. So that's basically how it works. You can guarantee get it within 6 tries. I wonder if they did that intentionally when they made this, because that seems like that it's too perfect. Oh well. But anyway, okay, let's see if we can try some guesses here. What do we got? Passcode too high. Okay, so what we want to do is increase that by 1, decrease that by 2. Let's see, still too high. Okay, so we know the 4 is incorrect as well, so we go to 5, decrease that by 1. And it's still too high. Okay, this is a pretty good example of how screwed you can get sometimes. Okay, so since it was too high, we know the first digit is 0. So here's our fourth guess. And okay, there we are. I didn't get to do the isolation of 7 through 9 or 0 through 2, but well, there it goes. Let's see if I can find one where we get the second, if it's too low, let's say. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Let's see, let's go 43 again. Okay, too low. Good. This will be another good example. So now, increase the second digit by 1, increase this one by 2, the first digit. And still too low. Okay, do the same thing again. 2 and 1. Too high. Okay, but we did get the first digit right. So now we got to figure out the second digit. Since we know it's too high, I'm going to go down to 1. And alright, there it is. If I didn't get that, well, it would have been 0 or 2 there. But okay, there you go. So that's how you solve the random number doors on Let's Play Mega Man Battle Network. I'll be still uploading a regular episode for tomorrow then. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll try to respond to them either there or in the next episode. This is H.C. Bailey, signing off. Have a good day!